Hello students, welcome to Geography class of 8th standard. In this video we are going to discuss about wildlife protection, which is given on your page number 119 to 122 of your geography book. Let us start with introduction. Wildlife includes all undomesticated living plant and animal species. Through proper wildlife management, humans are also preserving the environment. Now question is, what is the importance of wildlife conservation? Since all organisms depend on one another in nature, the survival of wildlife is ultimately linked to our own survival. Study of wildlife is of economic importance. Viewing of animal in zoos is of economic importance. Conservation of wildlife is important to protect the endangered plants and animal species along with their natural habitat. The main concern is to preserve the habitat so that the future generations of wildlife and even humans can enjoy it. Now start with the book reading. Students, take out your page number 119, Wildlife Protection. To preserve the precious wildlife, the government has constituted the Indian Board of Wildlife in 1952. The conservation and protection of wildlife is the main aim of this board. To meet this aim, the board has created several national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, and biosphere reserves. Article 48 of the Constitution of India says that the state shall endeavour to protect and improve the environment and to safeguard the forest and wildlife of the country. Article 51A says that it shall be the duty of every citizen of India to protect and improve the natural environment, including forests, lakes, rivers, and wildlife, and to have compassion for living creatures. The government imposed a national ban on tiger hunting in 1972. The Wildlife Protection Act was implemented to protect and conserve the wildlife. Let's understand this point. Article 48 of the Constitution of India is one of the directive principles which directs the state to make efforts for banning the beef consumption, animal slaughtering, smuggling, and their trading with neighboring borders. It further states to organize agriculture and animal husbandry on modern and scientific lines. Same way we are having 51A. Article 51A constitutes the fundamental duties of citizen. This point G in Article 51A reads, it shall be the duty of every citizen of India to protect and improve the natural environmental, including forests, lakes, rivers, and wildlife, and to have compassion for living creatures. It was inserted in 1976 during the 42nd Amendment of Indian Constitution. George Scheller said about tiger conservation, India has to decide whether it wants to keep the tiger or not. It has to decide if it is worthwhile to keep its national symbol, its icon representing wildlife. It has to decide if it wants to keep its natural heritage for future generations, a heritage more important than the culture one. Students, Dr. Scheller came to India in 1963 to study the tigers. But the Indian had already lost its cheetahs and the tigers were on the brink of extinction. Today, thanks to the seeds sown during that decade, India can boast of being a pioneer of tiger conservation. Students, Project Tiger was launched by Kailash Sankhala in India on 1st April 1973. It has become one of the most successful conservation ventures in modern history. The objectives of the Project Tiger are: the Project Tiger aims at ensuring a viable population of Bengal tigers in their natural habitats. It aims at elimination of all forms of human exploitation and biotic disturbance from the core area. It aims at tiger conservation in specially constituted tiger reserves, which are geographically regions falling within India. Come back to the reading again. National parks. Large areas where various species of animals live freely are known as the national parks. These parks are strictly prohibited for human activities, that is, hunting, shooting, tourism, research, etc. To preserve diverse wildlife, there are 89 national parks in India. Let us study some important national parks of India. Number 1 is Dudhwa National Park, Uttar Pradesh. Dudhwa National Park in Lakhimpur Kheri district is located in the Terai Bhabar region bordering Nepal, about 230 km from Lucknow. Dudhwa Tiger Reserve is one of the finest few remaining examples of the exceedingly diverse and productive Terai ecosystem. It is well-known sanctuary of the swamp deer and is home to tigers, leopards, varieties of deer, antelopes, elephants, etc. A large number of rhinos are also found here. Next is Gir National Park and Wildlife Sanctuary. It was established in 1965 with a total area of 1,412 square kilometer, of which 258 km square is fully protected as National Park and 1,153 km square as Wildlife Sanctuary. It was established to protect Asiatic lands. After Gir National Park of Gujarat, next is Kaziranga National Park in Assam. It is a protected area in the northeast Indian state of Assam, spread across the floodplains of the Brahmaputra River. Its forest, wetlands, and grasslands are home to tigers, elephants, and the world's largest population of Indian one-horned rhinoceroses. Next is Shivpuri National Park of Madhya Pradesh, which is also known as Madhav National Park. It is famous for wildlife tourism and are known for their rich biodiversity and tourism destinations in India. The park has many leopards, jackal, fox, wild pigs, etc. Next is Bandipur National Park in Karnataka. It supports a good population of endangered and vulnerable species like Indian elephants, tigers, sloth bear, four-horned antelopes, jackals, etc. Students, a national park is a large area where several ecosystems exist freely. They are not disturbed by human exploitation and occupation. It is reserved area meant for preserving natural vegetation, wildlife and natural beauty. Next is Wildlife Sanctuary. A wildlife sanctuary is almost like a national park and a special care is taken for the endangered species. The meaning of endangered species are any species that is at risk of extinction. Come back to the reading again. Wildlife sanctuaries. The forest areas that are created to protect certain selected species in their habitat are known as wildlife sanctuaries. To some extent, these areas can be used for human activities, that is, for grazing, collection of forest products, etc. In India, there are 515 wildlife sanctuaries. Let us study some important wildlife sanctuaries of India. Number 1 is Siriska in Rajasthan. Siriska Wildlife Sanctuary is famous for its tigers, leopards, and wild dogs. Situated within the Indian states of Rajasthan, it covers an area of approximately 766 square kilometers. Its landscape comprises rugged hills and deep valleys. Siriska was declared a wildlife sanctuary in 1955. Next is Manas Wildlife Sanctuary, which is located in the state of Assam in northeast India, a biodiversity hotspot. The park is known for its rare and endangered endemic wildlife such as the Assam roofed turtle, golden langur, etc. Manas is famous for its population of the wild water buffalo. Next is Sundarbans Wildlife Sanctuary in West Bengal. It is a cluster of low-lying islands in Bay of Bengal spread across India and Bangladesh, famous for its unique mangrove forest. Tigers can be seen on the river's bank sunbathing between November and February. Apart from the Bengal tiger, fishing cats, leopard cats, wild boar, fox, jungle cat, flying fox are found in abundance in the Sundarbans. After Sundarbans, next wildlife sanctuary is Madumalai Wildlife Sanctuary. It is in Tamil Nadu. Madumalai Wildlife Sanctuary is famous for its tiger reserves. It lies in the northwest of Nilgiri Hills, Tamil Nadu sharing its boundaries with Kerala and Karnataka. Next is Ranganath Gitu Bird Sanctuary. It is a bird sanctuary in Mandya district of the state of Karnataka in India. It is the largest bird sanctuary in the state. Next is Biosphere Reserves. These areas are maintained in their natural state to keep the natural ecosystem undisturbed. In the biosphere reserves, both the natural vegetation and wildlife are protected. These reserves can be used for agricultural purposes by the local people. Tourism is also allowed in these reserves. There are 18 biosphere reserves in India. Biosphere reserves in India, number 1 is Achnakamar Amarkantaka. Number 2, Agastya Malai. Number 3, Debru Shikhova. 4th, Dihang Dibang. 5, Khangchen Zonga. Number 6, Great Nicobar. Number 7, Gulf of Mannar. 8, Kutch. 9, Manas. 10th, Nanda Devi. 11th, Nilgiri. 12th, Nokarik. 13th, Panchmari. 14th, Simplipal. 15th, Sundarbans. 16th, Coal Desert. 17, Sheshchalam Hills. And at last 18, Pana. So students, the biosphere reserves in India have been established for the conservation of the natural habitats of plants and animals such as national parks and sanctuaries. The Government of India has identified 18 biosphere reserves in the country with the aim to promote a balanced relationship between the biosphere and humans. Further, the reserves also aim at conserving all forms of life and also supervising at evaluating the changes in the ecosystems. Come back to the reading again. Some specific projects are also introduced by the Indian government. These are the Project Tiger, Project Elephant and Project Rhino. Under Project Tiger, many tiger reserves have been set up in different parts of India. Project Elephant and Project Rhino were started to protect elephants and rhinoceros respectively. We should create a public awareness about conserving the habitats of animals and birds. Every year we should observe Wildlife Week in the first week of October. In order to contribute in conserving wildlife, we should refuse to buy things made up of animal bones, horns, fur, skins and feathers. So students, with that we have completed our today's topic and chapter number 10, India Natural Vegetation and Wildlife. Hope you understand well. You have to revise full chapter and solve the related back exercise. We will meet very soon with the next topic. Till then, be safe, be happy, have a nice day.